hate me for showing you this, because I'm about to rip away their big fat commission check.
So now I'm gonna cut his hair.
Oh, I gotta have to ask you.
With all of it.
Hey, do me a favor. Wait, what, guys? Now I saw you were in a restricted area. Now I want your identification. You're not getting it.
Don't embarrass me. I told him, don't embarrass me. No.
Let him fight. You had your one. He beat up a 15-year-old 2 days ago. Run down. Run down.
Oh! My man's over here pepper spraying people.
All right, Erie County fam, there it is. Steve says, my man is pepper spraying people, and the security guard turns, looks at him, and sprays him with the pepper spray. Leave a comment if you think this guy is out of control.
My man's over here pepper spraying people. Yo, I got that, bro. That's fucked up.
Hey, boss man, can you show them I was trying to break that up?
Yeah, dude. You didn't have to spray me like that.
Steve, you gotta go. Stop, you can't do that. You can't.
Why did he spray me with pepper spray?
You can't do that. You can't do that.
I can do whatever I want.
Now later in this video, this girl who stomped on the guy's face now is telling Steve he can't get a picture of the security guard's license plate. The security guard is going to claim this is Steve's friend, and that's how he knows who Steve is, and that's Steve's friend. Clearly, she's not his friend.
What the fuck, man?
I'm gonna put the window. You need water?
No, I'm good, man. It's that fucked up shit, man.
They think they're fucking big and bad. I'm not trying to be dick. Is that you that had pepper spray? Or
No, he sprayed me with pepper spray, dude.
It's in her. It's in her eyes too. It went all over.
You all right? You got pepper spray too?
That's right, fam. Multiple people were sprayed with this security guard's malicious attack against Steve for just simply being there. And wait till you guys hear his excuse in a minute. The next scene is Steve going to file a complaint with the owners of the Lancaster Speedway, and that's where the next clip's going to pick up.
Is that what you brought me here for? Because I smashed your camera right now.
Stay aggressive. Stay aggressive.
Step up.
I'm calling the cops.
I am the police.
I am the police.
That's right, Erie County fam. He goes to file a complaint, and the security guard's up here threatening to break his property and staying very aggressive. And not only when he says, do I need to call the police, this gentleman here on the screen comes out and says, I am the police. Well, Erie County fam, I'm going to need your help. Let's identify this man. Somebody hit me in the email and let me know this guy's identity. If he was a police officer, is a police officer, who he is. But I need to know who he is. He's claiming he is the police. As far as I'm concerned, that's police officer impersonation, unless he was retired or is a police officer. So if anybody knows who this gentleman is, make sure you send it in the comments section or directly in my email. Thank you.
Well, you assaulted me. You assaulted me.
Okay. Would you like
Very aggressive.
He showed me the video.
Okay. So did he show you the video while fighting?
Yes.
He showed me the whole. I got the whole thing. That's why I'm here.
Very aggressive.
I understand your job. I did it for 23
All
months.
right. So you're baiting me into this conversation.
No, I'm not on anybody's side because I worked in your shoes. Okay. All he wants is an apology because he understands when you show up to a crowd that if you don't get it in order right away, you've got 30 people fighting.
Well, then why didn't he say that? If he understands.
I said you got mace. You got pepper spray.
Right. No, I'm saying if you understand the hostility of the situation. First of all, I'm not upset at you.
Okay. Should I call the police on this matter? Because I feel like I got assaulted. I would like his name and all that. So I got it.
I can't tell who's who. I pull up on the scene and everyone's fighting.
Well, I could tell who you were in the video.
In front of me for.
Did you catch that, Erie County fam? Kenneth Lee here, the security guard, says the reason that he sprayed Steve is because he was making fun of me. So his reason for an assault is somebody's making fun of me. Let me know in the comment section if you think that somebody making fun of you is reason enough to spray them with mace, or if you think that this security guard shouldn't be a security guard at all. He shouldn't even have mace. He definitely should never own a gun.
Well, I could tell who you were in the video.
Making fun of me for trying to assess the situation.
You
Right.
maliciously sprayed me with pepper spray. My man's over here pepper spraying people.
That's fine. I think you got those, bro. You're making fun of me.
My man's over here pepper spraying people.
So, Erie County fam, what Kenneth Lee here is saying is, you were making fun of me, you made me mad, so I used my weapon against you. And he thinks that's not malicious. Anybody in the comment section, tell me if they thought that this man's actions here are any bit justified, or if you think that this man shouldn't be wearing a security uniform and definitely should never become a cop.
You're making fun of me.
I was not making fun of you.
Assessing the situation.
That's not breaking the law or being aggressive.
Why are you recording kids fighting? Why are you recording 15 to 16?
Why are you spraying kids that are fighting?
Because I have to stop.
Is it even legal to pepper spray?
It is legal.
He
Yes, it
has
is.
every right to get the order.
Does he got? Did you see what he did to me? though? I was non-aggressive. I was out of the way, and he maliciously sprayed me.
That's why I understand the complaint.
So this guy who claims he is the law, he is the cops, and claims he has 23 years of experience in law enforcement of some sort, and I'm sure somebody in the comment section or my email is going to identify him for me and let us know who he is. But this gentleman here, with all that experience, understands what the security guard did was wrong. He just admitted it. That's why I know your complaint is legitimate. He's seen the video footage. He knows what the security guard is wrong, but yet he's still telling the security guard, I'm not here taking anybody's side.
Show me the video. That's why I'm here. I understand your job. I did it for 23
All right,
years.
so you're baiting me into this conversation.
No, I'm not on anybody's side.
So what is it, Erie County fam, with this gentleman? Is it, I'm not taking sides, or is it
Maliciously sprayed me.
That's why I understand the complaint.
So if this guy understands the complaint and he's seen all the same video we all just seen, he knows this guy did something wrong. What is he going to do? Just keep him around as a liability to the public? This is nuts, fam. You guys let me know what you think about this gentleman and the security guard. But if you think that's bad, wait till we call the cops, because I advised Steve to call the cops and file a complaint if he wasn't satisfied, because this guy would not apologize upstairs in the office. But when the police show up, they're going to try to cover for this guy until yours truly, Mr. Erie County, shows up in the corruption cruiser and they realize, game over, they can't cover for this.
Maliciously sprayed me.
That's why I understand the complaint.
Yes, he was very aggressive. He wasn't
You're part
de-escalating.
of this whole situation.
No, I'm not.
Started it. I have no idea. Because the girl you're with,
You could have
is the girl
started
that was
it.
fighting. Is she not?
No, she's not.
She just said
She's not with
girl
me.
got punched in the face.
She's not with
I know-
me.
I know
Nobody.
the same
I'm
girl.
here alone, taking my weekly
So
photos.
your name is Steve. Right. How do you think I know that?
I don't
She
know.
told me. That's how I know that.
Okay, what's your name?
So, Steve, we can bring her in here. We can get these stories.
I wasn't around when she started fighting. I just walked up there. So you could deny it all you want. You assaulted
I'm not
me.
denying
You
it.
maliciously assaulted me.
You were a part of a scene that was fighting.
No, I was not. No, I was not.
Were you there?
Yes, I
Were
was.
you within feet of it? Feet.
You assaulted me.
Were you within 10 feet of it?
You assaulted
Were
me.
you within 10 feet of it?
You assaulted me.
Okay.
The fight was already ended. I was standing there and you
Why
sprayed
did the
me.
fight end? Because I ended it. Thank you.
Then you
very much.
sprayed me.
Okay, so here we are again where I'm trying to do my job, and this is what I'm dealing with here. I don't need to do
You're very aggressive. Very aggressive.
I didn't even get out of the car.
When you walked in this office, you were very aggressive
You're
coming
talking
at me.
about aggression? I didn't even get out of the vehicle.
You sprayed me with mace. You assaulted me with mace.
So,
Again, I'm not on nobody's side.
I understand. That's fine.
Since Kenneth Lee and his companion here, one of the owners or runners of Lancaster Speedway, think it's funny to just spray people randomly, because, hey, if you're within 10 feet of a crime, you're guilty and you can be sprayed too, I don't know where this guy gets it from, but, since they don't take it serious, and Steve was only asking for an apology from Kenneth Lee, but he wouldn't do it. So the next scene is going to see the police showing up, the Lancaster police, and of course we all know Lancaster very well around here, but they're going to try to cover for this guy and make excuses of why they shouldn't press charges, and then you're going to see the corruption cruiser roll in and the demeanors change. Watch this, fam.
All like starting to gang up on me and stuff, and no. And I called a friend of mine who deals with stuff like this, and he was like, get a police report, we'll foil it, we'll get his name, and we'll go along that way with it. So call the police, make a police report of it, press charges, you got assaulted. I feel like I got assaulted, and I think in the video it clearly shows I did.
Alright, where exactly did the pepper spray hit you?
In my eyes, my head, my arm. And I got video of it too.
Okay, I know I saw it. You don't want medical attention for it?
I think I should because it's burning bad. But I don't have no health insurance, so what do I do in this situation? I don't have health insurance. I can't afford an ambulance ride. You know what I mean? Yeah, so it's like,
It's up to you.
I can't afford it.
Alright, I'll call them.
Yeah.
I just want to see where it got you.
Right over here on my arm, because I don't know if you can still see it on there. It happened probably about 45 minutes to an hour ago.
With high inflation, working families like mine are hurting. And while we struggle, Kamala Harris supported spending our tax dollars to give illegals sex changes. It's not just liberal, it's insane. Kamala can never be our president.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I showed the police the video. They got the gentleman out front here. They asked me if I need a medical attention. I don't have health insurance, dude. I can't afford an ambulance ride or anything like that. I don't know what to do.
Sorry about what incident there. What did the police say?
I think there might be pressing assault charges against them.
Great. Perfect. I feel like if you went to the hospital or you got to seek medical attention, you could sue the guy for it.
Yeah. I'm recording them now. I mean,
maybe not taking a medical ride, maybe just having an ambulance look at you so it's documented might help you out.
Okay.
You know, have them take a look at you, look in your eyes, be like, yeah, you seem to be all right, you're doing all right, but at least have them look at you so that they can't be like, well, you didn't get medical attention, you know what I mean? At least make an effort of like, you know, an ambulance to come and check you out, paramedic come check you out, possibly. In my opinion.
Is there any way I could get an ambulance here to check me out, or like my eye, because it's starting to like get fuzzy and stuff? But I don't have to go to the hospital though.
No. So they can come check you out.
Okay, that would be nice, because I really don't have health insurance and I can't afford this.
Yeah, no, we're calling.
Thank you.
Was the Lancaster police working with you?
Yeah, they're very, very, very nice.
Did you mention my name at all?
No, I did not.
They'll probably give you extra good attention.
Yeah, I told him I got a friend that deals with this kind of stuff, and I told him in the office that I would have to do this, but he was very rude to me the whole time. You know what I mean? I went in there just asking for a simple. Now he wants to apologize since they want to maybe arrest him or hit him with assault. I think they're gonna. It clearly shows it in the video. It was intentional. Yeah.
Arrest it and learn the lesson now versus spraying someone and having somebody end up dying or something. You know?
Yeah.
Tough to charge you for saving somebody's life for all you know. Still there?
Yeah. I was just making sure my camera's in frame. But they're going to call an ambulance, and do you want me to stop by your house after this?
You can stop by.
Yeah, and we could download the SD cards and stuff, and you could whip something up.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. All right, I'll get back to you, bud. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm recording this too, just for my own liability.
Your body cam's on.
So.
Where did he pepper spray you
In the face, my arm.
You don't want medical attention?
I think I'm okay.
You sure?
Yeah. I mean, what should I do in this case? How do I get it off?
Oh,
Just a lot of water.
Dawn dish soap. Tell you, baby
Dawn dish
shampoo
soap.
actually works pretty well too.
Mix some baby shampoo and Dawn dish soap.
Let's stand bottom of the road.
Yeah.
What was the altercation? Okay.
Kids were fighting. I was standing off. Stone's right over here. Back here. Kids are probably right where the stones are. Fighting. He comes up, starts spraying. I said something about pepper spray. He looks directly at me and sprays me. And
So you were not involved in the fight?
no, I was off to the side, away from the fight, and off his door. And he heard me say something about pepper spray, and he looks right at me and sprays me down.
Did he say anything to you?
No.
Steve shows the officers what happened and the whole video of him being sprayed maliciously. And after the police officers seen that, they took that into consideration.
I know, I love coming here taking photos each week. That was uncalled for. That was totally uncalled. I feel like I got assaulted. They all start backing them up afterwards, you know. I was sitting with the old timers in the office and they didn't like what they saw.
Today, not tomorrow, not next week. Today is the day I hope you will donate to support.
Did you know that a simple glass of water could be sabotaging your battle against type 2 diabetes? Pay attention. Blood glucose up to 1.
All right, this is a citation. It was issued on June 30th of this year on Patterson Road there, Wayland Township, Allen County, state of Michigan. It's a speeding citation on an actual 50 and a 35. However, it was only written as 1 to 5 over. Ms. Brenner-Rumpf, you're here on this citation for 1 to 5 over speeding to do one of 3 things. First is you could admit responsibility to the citation. 2, admit responsibility, but you'd like to provide explanation to the court as to how or why this happened. Or 3, you wish to contest this citation, in other words, fight the ticket at what we call informal hearing. What were you looking to do?
I believe I'm looking to do the third, I believe.
All right. Then I'm going to go ahead and swear you both in. If you could raise your right hand, same as the deputy. Swear or affirm any testimony you'd give here today would be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I do.
I do.
It makes a lot more sense for me to start with the officer. He has the burden to establish to me why he issued you a citation in the first place. But after that, you'd have an opportunity to either ask questions or testify on your own behalf, all right?
Thank you, Your Honor.
And with that, Deputy, you want to pick up the narrative somewhere where it makes sense, explain the issuing of this citation?
Sure. I was conducting moving radar southbound on Patterson Road. The suspect was northbound on Patterson Road in the 35 zone. It was the only vehicle in the operating zone of the radar. I detected 50 and a 35, and my radar was calibrated to an independently calibrated speedometer. I also had audio visual match on the suspect vehicle. And then when I made contact with the suspect, the defendant, Brooke Romp, she had stated that she was going 40 or 50 in the 35 zone. And then I issued the citation.
All right. And ma'am, what is it you wish to tell me?
All right. On 6/30 of 2023, I received citation number SD 20177 stating I was in violation of MCL 257.628 of the Michigan Motor Vehicle Code. 1 to 5 miles per hour over the posted 35 mile per hour speed limit. The citation indicated I was in violation of the statute while on Patterson Road near 126th Avenue. Section 5 of the above listed statute states a speed limit established under this section shall be determined by an engineering and safety study by the 85th percentile speed of free-flowing traffic under ideal conditions of a section of highway rounded to the nearest multiple of 5 miles per hour. A speed limit established under this act shall not be posted at less than the 50th percentile speed of free-flowing traffic under optimal conditions on the fastest portion of the highway
Ma'am,
segment.
I am familiar with the law. You can move forward.
Okay, my apologies. However, this section of roadway in question is not, it has not been, the safety study has not happened. On August 1st.
How did you determine that, ma'am?
I'll continue. On August 1st, 2023 at 15:08 hours, contact was made with John at the Allegan County Road Commission, who advised his title was Traffic and Safety Advisor. He advised this section of roadway in question has not had an engineering and safety study conducted on it, and the speed limit was set in 1993 under a traffic control order. He advised the road was zoned as all right-of-way and not as residential or in any other manner in which would require the speed limit to default to. Under the statute that we are going over, MCL 257.628, Section 2, subsection A states the proposed change of speed limit without the necessity of a speed study consistent with the methods prescribed for establishing speed limits under 627. MCL 257.627, Section 2, subsection H indicates for a 35-mile-per-hour zone to be established without a speed study, there must be no less than 45 vehicular access points, but no more than 49 vehicular access points within the half mile. The section of roadway in question does not meet or qualify the number of access points for the section of roadway to be 35 miles per hour, as it does not have 45 vehicular access points within the half-mile section in question.
How many does it have?
This morning when I drove through, I counted, and it has, in that half-mile section, it has 24. That was my count. I'm not the expert on the safety study, but when I counted, it has 24,
Okay.
including.
I'm going to make a long story short here. What you're asking for is formal hearing because you're challenging statute. At informal hearing, you would be challenging speed. You need to, and what I'm going to do is they'll reset this for formal hearing. That involves the prosecutor's office in front of the district court judges. That's who you'd have to make this argument in front of. So I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying you're beyond what we do for informal hearing with this particular vein of challenge. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, sir.
All right. So you will get reset for formal hearing. You'll get new notice out. We just need to make sure, I mean, I'm sure we have good address for you here. Edwin Drive in Wayland.
Yes, that's correct, sir.
right.
Your Honor.
So,
may I ask another
Yes.
question? Okay. If you find Officer Morse in favor, if you find in favor of him, I would just like to ask him if he would be willing to amend the citation to a non-moving violation while keeping the costs and fines the same. I'm willing to pay that. I just would not like the points on my license.
let me ask you a different question. There is one speeder that you get no points for. It is 1 to 5 over speeder like you have, but instead of not on expressway, it is on unlimited access. In other words, if the speeder you were looking at was 1 to 5 over limited access, you would pay the same fine, but you would get 0 points for it instead of this one, which is 2 points.
Okay.
Is that acceptable? Is that what you mean by a no points?
I would just like to, if he could amend it to a non-moving violation.
Well, I'm not going to ask him to do that. I would ask him to move it to a no point speeder. But if you want a non-moving violation, you'll have to go to formal hearing and see if the prosecutor would accept that.
Okay, so I just want to just make sure that I understand you correctly. So if we ask him to amend it to the limited access, then it would be, then I would pay the same fines. I would just have no points on my license.
Correct.
Okay. I'm willing to, sorry, go ahead, Deputy Morris.
I'm fine with that. If we want to amend it to a 1 to 5 limited access and do the no points, I'm fine with that. If
I think that's 627C. All right, so just so you understand this, Ms. Brenner, I'm going to explain this to you because it sounds like you want to know this rather than it just magically happening. It's a little bit of a legal fallacy because now we're going to say you're going 72 miles an hour, but in a 70-mile-an-hour zone, that's what's called limited access, meaning you have to ramp on and off, like 131 or I-196. That's what gets you 0 points and the $100 fine still. So what I'm going to do is now say we're amending to that citation that's saying you're going 72 and a 70 on limited access. We do this quite frequently, but I don't do it at my discretion because I'm judicial branch. But I would always do it at executive branch's discretion, which is the officer. I think the officer's reading in between the lines that this may be more trouble than it's worth to go down this road, and you might be correct, and they have a problem with the whole speed limit on that stretch. That he's willing to do it, you're willing to do it. We would end this now. You would get no points, but you would still be paying the $100 fines and costs.
I'm fine with that.
All right, then that's how we will proceed. You want to give it a few hours though before you call to pay because they need to see that I changed it rather than you paying on the one that you have right now. All right.
So like
I'm
this
gonna go ahead.
afternoon?